Yo, people, it's Trevor, your man on the global stage, and today we're talking about something you might not think about every day, but something that's crazy important: customs inspections. Think of it like this. Imagine ordering a pizza from across the world. Sounds delicious, right? But before you can dig in, someone's got to make sure it's actually pizza in that box and not, a pineapple surprise. That's customs. These guys are the gatekeepers of global trade, making sure everything coming in and out of a country is legit. They're checking for all sorts of things: illegal goods, safety hazards, you name it. They're like the bouncers of the global economy, making sure only the good stuff gets through. Why does this matter? Well, first off, security. Nobody wants a container full of contraband sneaking into their country. Second, it's about keeping things fair. Customs inspections help make sure everyone's playing by the rules, paying their taxes, and not trying to pull a fast one. And finally, it's about efficiency. Yeah, inspections might seem like a hassle, but trust me, they help keep the wheels of global trade turning smoothly. Without them, things would be pure chaos, like a mosh pit at a poker concert. So next time you see a news story about global trade, remember the unsung heroes, the customs inspectors working behind the scenes to keep things safe, fair, and efficient. They're the silent guardians of the global economy, even if they don't always get the credit they deserve. Okay, so you've got a shipment coming in hot, ready to hit the market, but hold your horses, cowboy. Before you can start raking in the dough, there's this little thing called an inspection notice. This, my friends, is the official document that kicks off the whole customs inspection process. Think of it like a summons, but instead of going to court, you're going to the fascinating world of customs. So how does this notice thing work? Well, it's usually triggered by something called a risk assessment. Customs officials use fancy algorithms and their own expert judgment to flag shipments that might need a closer look. Maybe your shipment came from a high-risk country, or maybe it contains goods that are often smuggled. Whatever the reason, if your shipment gets flagged, you'll receive an inspection notice. This notice is basically an invitation to the party nobody wants to attend, but everyone has to. It'll tell you when and where the inspection will take place and what documents you need to bring. Now, I know what you're thinking. Trevor, this all sounds like a bureaucratic nightmare. And you know what? You're not wrong, but here's the thing. Being prepared can make all the difference. All right, folks, let's talk paperwork. I know, it's about as exciting as watching paint dry. But in the world of customs inspections, the right documentation is your golden ticket to a smooth and speedy clearance. Trust me, you don't want to be caught in a customs hold-up because you forgot to cross your T's and dot your lowercase j's. So what kind of paperwork are we talking about? First up, you've got your commercial invoice, which is basically a fancy receipt for your goods. It tells the customs folks what you're shipping, how much it's worth, and where it's coming from. Then there's the packing list, which is like the table of contents for your shipment. It lists everything that's inside those boxes down to the last paperclip. But wait, there's more. Depending on what you're shipping, you might need a whole bunch of other documents like certificates of origin, import licenses, or even phytosanitary certificates for your organic kale chips. It sounds like a lot, and that's because it is, but hey, that's why there are professionals who specialize in this stuff. They can help you navigate the document maze and make sure you've got all your ducks in a row. All right, people, it's showtime. Your container has arrived at the port, and it's time for its close-up with the customs officials. This is it, the moment of truth, but don't worry, I've got your back. Let's break down the inspection process step by step so you know what to expect. First things first, your container will be pulled aside for inspection. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean anything's wrong. It could be a random check or because your shipment got flagged in the risk assessment. Either way, it's time for the customs officers to do their thing. They'll open up your container and start checking things out. They'll be looking for anything that doesn't match up with your paperwork or anything that looks suspicious. They might even take samples of your goods for testing. This is especially common for food, pharmaceuticals, or anything else that could pose a health risk. And trust me, you don't want to mess with those guys. They've got more gadgets than James Bond and can sniff out a fake Gucci bag from a mile away.